What went wrong, BL, this week in social media?
Well, I have two things that are pet related, you know, pets being near and dear to my heart.
Exactly.
And one of them is really going to blow up in social media, I think. It's got to do with PETCO and their training. They have in-store training in a lot of their stores. And in February, somebody brought their little French bulldog in there. And I know this is a technique that trainers use because it was once used on my dog, and I wanted to kill the woman who did it. And the dog was barking, and she pulled it up by the neck and lifted it off the ground and choked it to stop it from barking and killed it. And it immediately started to vomit blood. And nobody there knew CPR or anything to help it. Not that I think they could have helped it because she probably broke its neck. But PETCO said, well, there was something wrong with your dog before it came. And they went in and had an autopsy done, and the autopsy said, nope, that dog was choked. So now there's a petition, which last time I looked had more than 1,000 signatures, and a Facebook page and Twitter. And what they want is for PETCO to have their trainers certified in pet first aid, which you would think is a no-brainer that they would have been. But PETCO has handled it very poorly. They have not, offered. They were forced to offer to pay the expenses. They have not apologized. It's really going to become a social media disaster because they're handling it. Everything that they say is like corporate baloney. So I think that we're going to watch this one blow up, and I think that's very sad.
Well, I mean, it's amazing that they, being the business that they are, catering to pet owners, that they don't understand the evolution of how people could look at their pets. I mean, I have a friend who grew up in Wisconsin on a farm, and his attitude for pets are they're working they're for getting things accomplished like animals do on a farm, or they're for sport. He's a hunter, but that's the exception. Most people think of animals now as they're family members. The pets are family members.
Well,
I mean, you need
say
look
that
no
again.
further
And
than
if you come to New York, we're crazy.
You need look no further than Michael Vick and how much trouble he still has over his cruelty to animals episode. So it's stunning to me that a company that whose customer are pet owners doesn't understand that they're part of the family now, and we need to respond appropriately.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. It really is. So that that I think is going to be something we're going to be hearing more about.
Find out and follow BL Ochman. Find out and follow BL Ochman. Now she's on Twitter as What's Next on Twitter. So follow her on What's Next. Also on her blog, whatsnextblog.com. And David, you can find at e-strategy blog, as well as D. Erickson on Twitter and the Daily Numbers. I'm Albert Maruggi from ProvidentPartners.net. You can find me there and on Twitter as Albert Maruggi. Thanks so much for joining. And you
can find all of us on Google+.
Yes, all of us on Google+ on the Beyond Social Media show. Good deal. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.